Hello, this is the director of Stay in Your Lane. Hello, this is Jermaine Davis, the director of Stay in Your Lane, and I will be doing this commentary. Stay in Your Lane is a film that was written by my cousin Steve Sparks, aka Blinkies, of Martyr Film Company, and he came to me and said, "Bro, I got this script. I want to make it the story I've been wanting to tell for the longest." And he gave it to me like a year ago, and I read it, and I was blown away by it. I mean, I understand that a lot of people don't they think that it's stereotypical for a young black male to do hood films, especially if he's from inner city. But it's always good to do films about things that are around you, things that surround you, and even though you have other ideas and other stories to tell, I felt that it was time for me to do a story like this and do it the right way. And this is Kino, aka played
Man,
by
safe, nigga.
Case.
Fuck the safe. I want your life, pussy.
Steven is
Told your ass, nigga.
awesome at
So
this
you
part
know
right
you
here,
got
and
3 days though, right?
the whole thing is that half these everybody on here, except for maybe the girl plays Sky Whitney Pearson and Tiger Cherie also have never acted before. These guys, all the other people on here, it's their first time acting. We gotta get this sense of brotherly love, brotherly, you know,
Shit, man. Out here trying to get it like you, man. Sick of this job shit,
having
man.
each
You
other
motherfuckers tell
backs.
me what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, bro.
Kind of
I ain't
like the
about
whole
that.
big brother
Treat me
doesn't
like a
want the
fucking
little
slave out
brother
here.
to
Working as fuck
live
for my
this life that
you
he's
gotta
living.
chill, man. Look, I know that motherfucker
And
get
we
on
get
your
this whole
nerves,
scene
man.
with them
You
going
trying to
back
get
and forth
elevated,
about the mom
you know, 8
situation
hours in the
and
day, man.
how Victor, who was
Concentrate
played by
for
Kenneth
another 16
Thornton,
hours in the day. True. Come
cannot
on
stand
now.
his job and
That's
he
fact.
wants to
My
basically live
mom's
his
doing.
life as a drug
Doing
dealer. He
good,
wants to
man.
really make
Just
that
need the
fast
groceries in
money,
the fridge with the money I get,
which is
right?
something that every black
Just
male
need
goes
that back,
through.
you know. You know how much I do
I
this, you know how
mean,
much them bills
when
get,
they don't
man.
have the
On top of that,
opportunities and they
you
don't
looking at
have
money, and I'm
the
trying to give her some cash
chances of
money. Trying to get her
really,
some brand new
really
shoes,
making
and
good
so I
income
tell you, man, you buy that cheap
because
ass
of the way our
Sprite,
society and the
man.
way how
Got
things
that
are set
pancake
up,
deep salt ramen on her
they
ass.
can't really do what they want to
Trust
do.
me.
And so they turn to the other way around. They start seeing they can make
What else you
faster
got?
money,
Oh
you
shit,
know,
man.
access to weapons.
Man, what the hell you doing
And
with this
so
shit? Did
therefore
Travis tell you to use your fucking
they
head?
go
You
on
get locked
and
up like
say,
I
well,
did,
fuck it,
man.
this is the life
You
that
gotta have
I'm
a
going
whole
to
lot of
live.
sense, son. Your
So
scary ass ain't gonna never need to use, man. You must have
it
fell
was
asleep one
cold
day
as
in the
hell
lab
that
or some
night
shit like that, bro. You
when we
probably need a
filmed it. This is
motherfucking
the
paycheck
first
on this
scene we
shit,
shot.
man. Look, I should
We
tell you,
necessarily
man.
didn't shoot the film in
I don't know
chronological
you,
order,
what
but
you really doing out here, man. Man, relax,
thought that
bro.
we had to
Nothing
really
crazy.
get this scene off
Ever
first.
since you left, bro, we just ain't been feeling safe. Plus, them lame niggas up the block that broke into Mr. Thompson crib and shot him, bro. Shit, you talking about old man Thompson with the green pickup truck? Yeah, bro, they
We
broke in
wanted
his
to
crib
feel
and shot
like
him
the
in the back. Still
conversation,
looking for
like
his
you're
ass.
in there listening to
Yeah,
them.
man. All right, look, I got a strange feeling about them lanes, man. Back in the day, they
It's
always
like
have us
trying to
out there,
balance the
bro.
life of
A
drug
little too
dealer
close
and
to our crib for my liking.
family life,
But
and
can't remember their
doesn't
names
want
and
nothing
shit.
to happen
They
to
wasn't
his
on same
family.
jack shit back then, man.
He really doesn't care about his own life.
Look, you keep this somewhere safe
He
and
only wants
don't
to just do
let
the
her know
best he
you
can
got her.
for his daughter.
You know she only gonna blame me if she find that shit. She hate my guts right now, bro. Man, bro, she does not hate you. Shit, I can't tell. She on
We
that
hear
shit
right
with
here
somebody
that
else now,
Kino
bro.
doesn't really have a special
Look,
relationship with his
take this
mother,
stack of bills, man. Get you something. Don't
which
buy
is
no
one of the
fucking
main
Jordans
reasons
or a
why he would
Stockton 10,
never
cause you
want
gonna
his
wear
brother
them
to live the
tomorrow.
same life he's living.
Bro, I'm a LeBron fan. You ain't catch me in that whack ass J's. Okay.
Cinematographer
So,
Nicholas Ferguson.
and you stay up, bro.
Nick
I don't
was
want to lose you over some
amazing
bullshit
for
like
this
this. I love you
movie.
too, Pop,
I
man. I
mean,
ain't going nowhere. I got y'all
me and him
everything
both
because
kind
y'all
of
got
said this
real
is
shit.
the best
I
work
love
you
you.
have done. Out of all the works that we've done together, we kind of feel like this one right here is real special. And hopefully we can continue on and continue to make stuff that's the same level. His editing skills on this blew me away too. When I first saw the first draft, I was just like, "Are you serious? This is the first draft you have?" And he's like, "Yeah." Wow.
Hello?
Yo, I'm
And
trying to get
here's
ready for this.
Jace,
They
played
tell me to
by
stay up.
Cornelius
I need you to bring
Jones,
me some more, like ASAP.
another person that Blink
Yeah, I'm
brought
already.
together, brought on
I'm
set,
almost done wrapping them up.
and and I was like,
Hurry up, fool.
first I
Don't let
wanted
them
him
come.
to probably
You know
play
they're not gonna wait
Victor,
for
but
your
then I
ass.
saw how he
Hey,
did
motherfucker
Jason,
coming.
because I wanted Jace to
Already
be
passed
more of
gas.
like a
You a sitting duck.
high type,
We could debate all
you
day,
know,
man, but I'd rather get paid than to sit here talking to your ugly
not
ass.
so much of a
Alright, fool.
junkie,
I'm
but
with it.
too much of a
You
laid
got it,
back
my boy.
type of dude, slacker type dude.
Was that Kino?
Yeah, why?
And we had
Kino, what's
Tiger's
up with
playing
Stacy?
Angel right here.
Business.
I brought her
What you
in
want to
and
meet me for?
wanted her to play Sky, but then I kind of felt like, nah. And then I was like, we kind of wrote this character in right here, being the one to set Kino up, kind of add more to the story. Tiger was able to basically give me as much as he could, especially for this
I
short
heard them
scene
say that he was on his way over with something.
that she had.
I don't know much exactly, but you might want to see what's up.
We shot all
Who
this
is
in
somebody far away
basically the
from you?
barbershop where Steven works at.
So we on the way now?
That's what they said.
Look, is he coming or not?
The only real gun of the film.
Yeah. Yeah, he's coming.
Every other gun you see in the movie is fake.
Alright. You did good. Just play it cool when you go back out there. I don't want you to fuck this
Like I
up.
said, it was like the dedication and drive I saw Steven have for this movie made me want to make it more for him. And once again, Tiger did great. And we have Kino. Here's the world that he's in. When you're living this type of lifestyle, you have to be aware of your surroundings everywhere you go. Even if it's just, especially walking out your own house. The house that we mostly used in this film was Steven. It was the same house, split living room, split two rooms, and the room that you saw, the living room you saw that Jace and Angel was in, that was the same house. It's all in that house right there. We see Kino looking around, and kind of mainly because we had it where Steven and Ken James Thornton, who's right here, is robber number one. And he wasn't really supposed to be. Steven was supposed to be robber number one, but the guy who was robber number two dropped the film. And I was kind of worried for a second, but I really wasn't. And we brought him on, another cousin, relative. Ken did amazing. You know, I didn't really know him as much, but we kind of got to know each other by filming this. This is the best cast and crew I have worked with in a while. Like, the fun we had on set, especially this day right here, where the fun stuff's gonna happen. Kino's gonna get beat up. This is like all in the same street. This abandoned house we're using as a trap house is basically right next door to Steven's house.
I'm taking everything, nigga. You got, huh?
Kino doesn't care about his life. He's,
Get your wings, motherfucker.
he lives life by the wind and doesn't give a damn if the dude tries to kill him or not. And we see Steven just beating the living crap out of him. Like, Jesus Christ. He just did great. I just told him to go all out with it, man. And Case, being a, dedicated actor that he is, he's willing to swallow as much as food coloring he can to spit out like his blood.
Everyone. Fuck it, I'm finna go find this nigga. Oh shit, Kino, what the fuck happened? Who did this shit to you, bro?
Once again, Cornelius was amazing. The chemistry between him and Case was awesome.
Fuck the hospital, man. Just get me in the house.
And for the role of Sky is Whitney Firestone. Whitney was doing another film together called I Became What I Hated. She had a short part in it, and I had to do the reading of the script right there. We were still looking for a female actress for this role, and she had to be someone who is, you know, that can really give us the feel of a woman that's fed up and dramatified. It's just she she is at a point right now where she has nothing else
I'm
that
trying
she
to
wants to
change,
do with
man.
him,
But you
nothing
expecting a
at all.
complete 180 overnight? Shit
And
just don't
the
happen like
performance
that.
that Case and Whitney gives
I
right
love
here
you,
is
and I love
awesome.
Alana.
Like
That's why I do what
it
I
was
do.
really able to give me what I
It's a
wanted.
cold world out here.
I wanted
And right now, I
anger,
feel
and
like the world
just
against
at
me.
this
Last
point,
thing
he
I need is
feels
to feel
like
like you against me, too.
you're nagging at me, and I just almost died. And she's at a point right now where they have a daughter together, and he could use this hustling mentality for good, for legit reasons. And of course, Keno being trapped in the maze that he's in, like any other young black male, he feels that there is no other way in life for him
Listen,
but
you
this
don't say the
life
fuck I
as a
want.
drug
My
dealer.
brains could be splattered all up and down the block. You sitting
And
here
he's not
bitching.
really hearing
You think
anything
them
that
trips from Applebee's
his
is
baby
making me
mother
ever
is trying to tell
walk
him.
around here? I don't fucking think so.
And now she's at a
Either you
point
with me
where
or you
she
not.
basically had enough.
Oh, so it's like that.
It's most definitely like that.
Well, explain this shit to your daughter, stupid ass nigga.
Wait.
I love this part right here.
Man, fuck Keno.
He shot this like three, four times.
Fuck that shit, bro.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck happened to you, man?
Don't even worry about it, fam. We gonna handle
The amount of blood that we get to keep putting on his face, food coloring. I just told basically Cornelius just be himself right here, man. I told all the actors like basically be themselves. I don't believe in basically controlling them like puppets and just kind of like
same ones that pop
let
up
them
in time.
explore and let them like what they feel
Them
the
niggas
character will
bitches.
move, how he will
Gotta
move in
get
this scene right here,
find them
what
and
he'll
get
say
that
right
shit.
there.
Man, you ain't finna do
Like you know,
shit
if you
like
want
that,
to
bro.
ad lib it, like you don't have to strictly always go by the
We finna go get
script.
some info ASAP, man.
Shit, y'all be safe.
100, I love you, bro.
Love you too.
Come on, Jace.
Which sometimes that gives you the best performances. Improving. And we shot this right next to the barbershop. The guy who's at the car talking to Blink and Kenneth basically was the owner of the barbershop Pro Cuts. Him and Blink works together. Here's my little cameo right here. Well, Oscar worthy cameo. I really didn't want to do it, but then my sound guy, Andrew, he talked me into do it. I was like, okay, fine. He figures out everything, basically. Now he's gonna go back and tell Keno.
What's up, bro?
And
I found out where them niggas be at.
the strange thing is, he's wearing something totally different.
And they telling motherfuckers that they robbed you.
The scene before that, before the parking lot scene,
I don't want my brother getting
like Kenneth cut his hair off, and I was just like, oh man. And it was my fault because I should have told him not to cut his hair off.
protect them with your life. Shouldn't even be letting
So we get this part right here where they finna go off and go after the two robbers.
We be back to business in no time. It's just a part of the game, my nigga.
Only thing Keno's worried about is for his brother's
don't
safety.
be seen, man.
It's just a part of the game, nigga. You already know that. All right, my nigga. We gonna go handle this business.
Stressful day of shooting.
Yo, dumb ass up, nigga.
Man, what the
We
fuck?
shot all this basically in one day.
Thought you was gonna send them little niggas to get me, huh? Turned it
So
around.
Steven did awesome, man. I mean, I told him just go ahead, just kind of like, you know, just had to pull the best I could out of both of them in this scene right here, especially being the last scene of the film.
Man, fuck you, pussy.
Oh, really?
You know, Keno's being the daredevil that he is, being a cocky motherfucker that he is, and then Steven is like is in a position of power right here.
Look, man, take whatever you want, man. Look, I got a girl, I got a daughter.
He has him exactly right where he wants him.
Fuck on, man.
Man, fuck the safe. I want your life, pussy. Told your ass. You said you got, you'll be back in 3 days, though, right?
Man, fuck.
And I had a lot of people just say they were upset that it ends like this. You know, I wanted to end it as a cliffhanger. Me and Steve both decide, yeah, let's end it like this right here. So, like I said, I had a wonderful time making this movie, Stay in Your Lane. And the cast and crew, and we all basically just bonded together. And I'm hopefully that once we make Stay in Your Lane 2, we can just make it more longer than this one. So, other than that, this is Jermaine Davis, the director of Stay in Your Lane, and thank you for listening to this commentary. Peace.
Even Kareem tried to play me. Now I let it slide as I provide for my baby. I ain't lying. In due time, I'll get mine. You must be crazy. You bitch nigga, I never been. You backward when peddling. No factor, you irrelevant. I'm black, young, and intelligent.